नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पश्चादिष्टचारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे. I would request everyone to join together. You may be muted, but you can just sing from wherever you are and sing with your heart. And as you sing, you can clap the hands because there is a science called this palmistry. And seeing the lines in the palm, any good astrologer can predict, like, okay, what's going to happen to this person. But this Hare Krishna Mahamantra is so powerful that just by clapping the hands during Kirtan, all the lines are changing because our destiny is changing. So, with that mood, with love for the Lord, let's cry out Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय. कलयुग पावन हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय. जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपाद की जय. निताई गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि हरि बोल. हरे कृष्णा. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाखय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदन्तिकं. नमां विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने. नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात देश तारिणे. जय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद. When we can all raise our hands like this. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं हरि ओम तत्सत् Hare Krishna. So I welcome all of you for this once again for this Saturday session. I know past last week we had to cancel our session. I think it was for 2 consecutive weeks we had to cancel the session. One weekend I was traveling, and last weekend there were a lot of other programs also that were going on. So, but I'm very grateful to all of you for joining, and for all those who will be watching this video. This this session is very special in the sense that very recently I got a chance to visit on a spiritual journey to a place, to a very holy place named Sridham Mayapur. So this place, Sridham Mayapur, is located in eastern part of India. For those of you who have not visited, it is like 3.5 hours from Calcutta, and it's a place surcharged with spiritual energy. And if we are looking for blessings, unlimited blessings in our life, then I definitely recommend you to visit this place. So I was there on a spiritual journey. We are all on a spiritual journey, and it is called a yatra. A yatra means where, which is a journey where where some group of like-minded people come together and they endeavor for this particular journey. So I was on this yatra with my spiritual master, His Holiness Radhanath Swami, and I was we were 12,000 devotees, okay, who had visited this Sridham Mayapur. It was an immense. Now you can understand, okay, with our families, if we go with 5 persons, 10 persons, that is one thing. To go with 100 persons, another thing. To go with 1,000 people is another thing. What to speak about going with 12,000 devotees? It was a grand arrangement. And let me tell you, okay, I had no idea. This is the first time I visited. Okay. And to plan for something like this for 12,000 people, devotees worked day and night to put this. So I want to tell you about this experience. And let me ask like all of you who are present here, has any of you been to a yatra earlier? Have any of you been to a yatra? I know Ashok Keshavcharan Prabhu have been there, but how about you, Vatsal Prabhu, Kite? Have you ever been on a journey with so many group of people? I'm not. Yes, yes, Kite Prabhu.
I don't think that many.
Okay, so yes, Vatsal Prabhu.
Prabhuji, I have recently been to Vrindavan, but not part of a big group. It was just a very serendipitous trip. So, but it was amazing.
Yes.
Thanks to your guidance.
Hare Krishna. it is Guru and Krishna are orchestrating everything. So, so I want to share something very, please hear this very carefully, because to set up this yatra for 12,000 people, it was the overall arrangement was like this, that there was a big tent put up. A tent in Indian language, it's called a pandal. So a pandal was put up, that is a grand tent where 12,000 devotees can come every day evening and they can hear from spiritual leaders. And so mainly His Holiness, my spiritual master, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj will speak. And then there was one of the days was his spiritual master, that is Srila Prabhupada's disappearance day, the day Srila Prabhupada left from this planet. So that day, like many other devotees worldwide, they visited, they spoke about their experiences, realizations. But generally, the event was evening time would be hearing session, and during the day, we will visit various points of Sridham Mayapur. Now, Sridham Mayapur is very special place. So we all know about uh, Sri Krishna, and we all know about his consort, Srimati Radharani. So Krishna appeared on this planet about 5,000 years ago. And Krishna, at that point of time, he gave us the Bhagavad Gita. He gave us the teachings in the form of Bhagavad Gita. So that Bhagavad Gita, we are still discussing 5,000 years later. However, about as the time passed, like after Krishna left this planet, Krishna gave his instructions in the form of Bhagavad Gita. After Krishna left, there was the manifestation of Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is nothing but like this is a scriptural book which has 12 cantos, and it talks about what are the activities of Krishna, how was Krishna born, what are the different incarnations of Krishna, and it talks about some of the very exemplary devotees, how they are put in different situations and what is their consciousness at different times. So Srimad Bhagavatam goes into that level of detail. However, like, as we are in this, so Krishna appeared in the Dwapar Yuga, but right now we are in Kali Yuga. Once Krishna left this planet, the Kali Yuga, or the age of quarrel and hypocrisy, started. So at the blink of an eye, there is quarrel, and hypocrisy means like, okay, we may be externally we may seem something, but internally we are thinking something different, and we are doing something else itself altogether. So that is the age of quarrel and hypocrisy. And slowly, the God consciousness started dissipating from this world. So as a result of this, the culture started degrading everywhere worldwide. So while this was happening on one side, on the other side, Krishna observed that Srimati Radharani, who is Krishna's feminine energy, okay, she's always engaged in serving Krishna, and she is the best. She always gives the best service to Krishna. Okay, she engages all her sakhis, all her companions in the service of Krishna. And as so the Guru Parampara that we have, the Gaudiya Guru Parampara, Srila Prabhupada, and all the line of Acharyas, they come in the line of Srimati Radharani. Like we are trying to serve Srimati Radharani, assist in the service of Srimati Radharani. That way, when Radharani is pleased, then what Radharani does? Radharani goes and tells Krishna, Krishna, do you love me? And Krishna, of course, loves her. If you love me, then you accept this person. Okay, we may have made a very small offering, but Radharani is so merciful. Okay, when we offer it to our Guru, when we offer it to Srila Prabhupada, it goes to their Guru, and slowly, like this, in this chain of disciplic succession, it goes finally to Srimati Radharani. And Radharani goes and glorifies whatever little insignificant thing, that seva or service that we have done. Radharani extrapolates it, and she tells to Krishna that, okay, this devotee is very nice. If you love me, Krishna, then please accept him. And if Radharani, if a recommendation goes from Radharani, then Krishna is bound to accept. So that is Srimati Radharani. However, we are now in Kali Yuga, and after Krishna left the planet, things started deteriorating. Okay, the cultural started deteriorating. All the instruction that Krishna gave slowly started dissipating. And because of that, Advaita Acharya, who is Mahavishnu himself, he came, he advented, and he he came in a place named Shantipur, and he was very concerned about the situation. Mahavishnu is the one, okay, who is the actual creator of all the universes that origin. We are only part of one universe, and science is slowly trying to understand that there are many universes. But Srimad Bhagavatam, which was available from time immemorial, in our universe, it has been available since last 5,000 years. And since then, it is already available that there are unlimited number of universes that are coming out as Mahavishnu is breathing in. Many universes are going in and are getting annihilated, and as Mahavishnu is breathing out from the pores of his bodies, unlimited number of universes are coming and they are getting created. And so we are also part of one of the such insignificant universe. Okay, it is said that there are as many number of seeds, as many number of universes as you can see the number of mustard seeds. If sand is replaced by mustard seed in a sea beach, so if sand is replaced by mustard seed, and if you even take a bag of mustard seed, can you actually count how many mustard seeds are there? it's it's almost infinite. So that is the number of universes that exist. And that Mahavishnu who creates this, he himself advented as Advaita Acharya. He was most worried about what is going to happen. These people in Kali Yuga, okay, they are going to be very unhappy. Okay, they are, I mean, the characteristics of the Kali Yuga persons, that is, people like us, are given in the scriptures. It says that these people are very dull-headed. Okay, that means, why dull-headed? Because in the previous ages, when people hear, right, they don't need a paper and pen to write anything. They will remember anything and everything with photographic memory. Okay, if they hear the entire Srimad Bhagavatam, which has 18,000 verses, they will remember all 18,000 verses. They can just repeat it next day, next moment. And so there was nothing like pen and paper thing. Like, okay, it was all data transfer was through Shruti. Shruti means hearing. Just if you hear once, you got it actually. You don't need. But slowly what happened is, like, okay, in Kali Yuga, we became dull-headed. Then it says that, okay, people are not very intelligent. Okay, people are short-lived. In the Satya Yuga, which was the first age, Satya Yuga, then there is the Treta Yuga, then there is Dwapar Yuga, and then there is Kali Yuga. So in just the previous age, prior to Kali, people had a lifespan of 10 times more than this, which is they had a lifespan of, we have 100 years maximum, they had 1,000 years maximum. Okay, then prior to that was Treta Yuga. They had 10 times further more than Dwapar Yuga. So they had 10,000 years of lifespan. And in Satya Yuga, which was the first age after the creation, the lifespan generally of people was 100,000 years. You can imagine 100,000 years. And now we have only 100 years. We think like we are boss of everything. but people in Satya Yuga, Hiranyakashipu, who was a demon, he did austerity for 60,000 years. Okay, can we do austerity for 60,000 years? I mean, we will not even live that much. Forget 60,000 years. We won't live 6,000 years also. We won't live 600 years also. Okay, so Hiranyakashipu did austerity for 60,000 years. And now we are just max life cap is 100 years. That too, most people are now not living. And it says, the scripture Srimad Bhagavatam says that towards the end of this Kali Yuga, the people's lifespan would further drastically reduce less to up to 20 years. Okay, where one person, when they are 20, they'll be considered very old, because that is how the world is heading towards. If you see pollution and everything, like, okay, so many things are happening. If you consider, like, okay, a few generations down, slowly the quality of life will get drastically reduced. So Advaita Acharya, he could see this, he could foresee all these things coming. And the other thing is, like, he could foresee that people are very ritualistic. Okay, they want to go to God. So, and they want to just knock the door of the whatever worship that we are doing, and they want to just go back and ask anyone who is going to the temple or to the at that time it was temple. So anyone who is going there, like, okay, they would go back and, like, they will express their desires that they have. What is their desire? Oh God, give me a good house, give me a good wife, give me more wealth. Okay, I need a good. At that time, it was not car, but okay, whatever is the property, land, these kind of things. Okay, but these days, all these things are changing. I need a good cell phone. I need a good laptop. I need this good job. I need a good wife. Someone may say, okay, I mean, now slowly the culture of marriage is also getting degraded. So someone may say, I need a good girlfriend. So this was all observed. And then he also saw that there was a lot of animal killing happening. So slaughterhouses, okay, and people were getting to, it was so getting degraded, people were getting to meat eating and animal killing. There was gambling going on around, illicit sex, prostitution. These were things that were slowly starting to happen, and, like, okay, things were getting further degraded, and he could see that, okay, in the time to come, this will further get degraded. What I am talking about, what Advaita Acharya is thinking, what Advaita Acharya could foresee is something that happened 500 years back. So seeing all these things, Advaita Acharya, he cried out, and he started intensely praying for Krishna to descend in this world again. And he found in one of the scriptures, Ganga Tapani Upanishad, there is a saying, there is a verse that says that if someone offers tulsi leaf with a palmful of water to Krishna, then Krishna gives himself to that particular devotee. If someone does this with devotion, then Krishna gives him to that devotee. Now, I want to tell you that, see, tulsi leaf and a palmful of water, is it a difficult thing to get? It's one of the most easiest thing, actually. So just if one with devotion, if one offers it to Krishna, Krishna gives himself to that particular devotee. It is that easy. So Advaita Acharya, like, okay, with intense cries, like, he offers this tulsi with the palmful of water. And this we are talking about that Krishna who is the Supreme Lord. Like, okay, he cries out for Krishna to descend, so that, like, okay, he becomes very compassionate to all the living entities. So with Advaita Acharya's call, that is the nature of Advaita Acharya. He is very, very compassionate, and he calls out for Krishna to descend. And Krishna descends in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, he is Krishna himself in the, and Krishna, when he came, if you go to Shri Radha Kunjapiri temple, or even Vatsal Prabhu, if you go to a temple there, generally you will see either Krishna is He has different colors in different temples. Okay, in the Sham Sundar form, in the Radha Kunjabihari form, he is he has the color of the uh, dark autumn cloud actually. So which is very dark blue and blackish blue. So that is the color of Krishna in Sham Sundar form. But when this time when Krishna descends in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya, he comes in the form of golden color. Why does this golden color happen? Because Krishna, this is one reason why Krishna descends, because Advaita Acharya called him. Everyone had forgotten Krishna's teachings. So Shri Krishna Chaitanya, or that same Krishna, descends, and he he wants to distribute the the love that Srimati Radharani has. Why does he want to do that? Because he always sees Radharani so happy. So he wants to personally experience how is it that, okay, because Krishna is the Krishna is the energetic and Radharani is the energy. Krishna is wondering how is Radharani always so happy by serving me. I have to find out like how she is so happy. So let me go to the material world and appear there in the mood of Radharani. So because Krishna takes the mood of Radharani, who is very, very compassionate, who is most compassionate. Okay, so because Krishna takes that mood, he appears in Radharani's color. Radharani has a golden color. And then that same Krishna appears. So it is said, our scriptures say, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nahe Anya. Shri Krishna is non-different from Radha and Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya is non-different from Radha and Krishna combined. And this Shri Krishna Chaitanya appears in the place called Sridham Mayapur. He appears in Navadvip. And that is the significance of Navadvip. And where is this Navadvip coming from? So it is said, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Daya Kori Swaparshad Shriyo Dhamo Shaho Avatari. So by being compassionate on the living entities, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, he comes to this world. And how does he come? He Swaparshad, he brings all his associates from the spiritual world, and he brings his own spiritual abode also into this world. So this land of Navadvip, okay, same like the land of Vrindavan, is non-different from the spiritual world. It is the spiritual world. It is not part of this material world. And so when we go there, we can feel those vibrations. So, and then what is the purpose of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance in this world? It is said, Attanto durlabho prema koribare dan shikhaye sharonagati bhakotero pran. He has come to distribute that very rare love of God. Okay, so he has come to distribute that love of God, and also he has come to teach us how we should surrender to God. Because Krishna gave this instruction that, okay, surrender unto me and I will take, I will remove all the sinful reactions from you. Do not worry. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Sarva dharma parityajya mame kam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshashyami masucha. So in our world, we are all suffering. Okay, in this world, everyone is suffering. Okay, there are three types of sufferings. We talked about this earlier. It is called Adi Atmik, problems due to body and mind. Adi Bhautik. Adi Bhautik means problems due to other living entities. I may be doing okay or I may be suffering, but that other person is also always harassing me. That dog comes and bites me. Okay, I got this corona because that someone sneezed next to me and I got this thing. Okay, the germs got into me. And third thing is Adi Daivik. That means problems due to natural disaster. So we are all suffering in this world, but Krishna is saying, okay, you surrender unto me. I will. What is the reason for this suffering? There is one immediate cause, because if you go and slap someone, okay, suddenly you go and slap someone, that guy will also give you a tight slap. Okay, that is called immediate reaction. But there is a higher cause than that. A higher cause is that, okay, there is a remote cause, that is, in the past we may have had a bad karma because of which we got slapped. Okay, okay, we because of which we got induced to slap this person because of our bad karma, and as a result of that we also got a tight slap. So it is our bad karma which puts us into different type of sufferings, unless and until one is awakened to the fact that, okay, we have bad karmas because of which one may be, if one is working a lot, okay, but they are not getting recognition, it is our bad karma, it is from the past that we are carrying. But if one is not thinking, see, like a fool is one who does not think how I have to come out of the problem. A fool is one who is always engaged in the problem. How do we understand this? See, think about it like this. Srila Prabhupada gives this example that if you take a goat, okay, if you bring a group of goats and give them grass to eat, okay, they all will be happily eating grass. They are eating, and suddenly you take one goat, you slaughter that goat. Okay, the other goats see that, okay, one goat disappeared, but they'll be happily eating the grass. Okay, then you take the next goat, slaughter that goat. Okay, other goats, nothing impacted. They saw that two goats are missing, but they will not be worried about it. Now, replace these goats with human being. Okay, you bring a human beings. Okay, okay, come here. We'll give you ice cream. Okay, suddenly, like, okay, they see that, okay, one person disappeared. Then others will think, okay, where this guy went. If someone is really intelligent, okay, they will think, "Arey, where did this guy go?" Okay, because for human being, they are given that intelligence. Okay, now if those guys come to know that, okay, he has been slaughtered, no one will be really worried about ice cream. Okay, I don't need ice cream. Okay, even if you give me the best feast also, I will not be there, because there is slaughter program happening here, right? No one really wants to be in that trouble. So, but what happens is, in this world we are busy enjoying. Okay, we are busy enjoying. We think that, okay, oh, I got a good job, I got this thing, I got a good family, this, that, like, okay, I have got the best comfort, but we are not aware to the fact that, okay, we have a very short life and death is awaiting us at the corner of it. Okay, at any point of time, we may have to leave the body. And unless and until we solve the problems of this birth and death, what happens? We will be forced to come back again to this world. And depending on our karma, we will be assigned a material body. So we want to come out of this. So what Lord Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya did is, he is giving us a plan on how to come out of this. And so for this purpose, he came to Sridham Mayapur. Why I shared this background is so that, like, you are able to relate, like, okay, why this Sridham Mayapur? So this place has a very, very high significance. Now let me come to the experiences that I had here. So you can understand 12,000 devotees are there. I want to tell you a very honest opinion. When I went there, when I saw the mood of the devotees over there, I had a deeper realization that, okay, I am a very neophyte. I am a fresh starter. But when I saw the mood of the other devotees, I really felt that I am way behind. Okay. It it takes, I mean, the kind of mood that these devotees were having, there was so much to learn from them. I'll give you several examples. So, firstly, I want to tell you, I went there. This yatra started from 1st of November. Okay, and on I reached there 1 or 2 days back. Just 4 days before, there was a cyclone in Jagannath Puri. Jagannath Puri is like just few hundred miles from Sridham Mayapur. And so the impact was felt in Sridham Mayapur also. It was not cyclonic, but it rained very heavily in Sridham Mayapur. So as a result of that, what happened is these large size tents that were put in place, right? Although the tents were there, but underneath the tents, because it was all, it's all greenery underneath. It was grass. But because of that, all the soil became very wet and muddy. Now, if everyone has to come in the evening and has to sit in the mud, that will not be practically possible, right? So what the devotees did is overnight, because there were only 2 days left. It was raining for 2 days and only 2 more days were left. So day and night they worked to create a wooden seat which will be like this much higher than the ground, so that even if it rains, devotees are able to sit and hear the talks without disturbance. And imagine, like, okay, many times, like, okay, there are buildings that are done, but but those are long lasting. This was done for only a matter of 6 days. This hearing will happen, and the devotees put day and night effort to make this wooden seat, like, okay, on which 12,000 devotees can sit. It's not a, I mean, I'm just telling you, it may sound very simple, but when I actually saw this was pretty complex deal actually, because everything is already done. The tents are already set up, and these are the tents have wooden pillars, okay, and all the big wooden pieces that were laid in the ground, they had to be cut appropriately with very accurate measurements. It needed a lot of design work to be done, but all this was accomplished in less than 2 days. So that is the mood of service. Then let me tell you about another incident. Um, Another thing, that is the food for 12,000 devotees. There was like exceptional food arrangement that was there. It was all prasad, it was all sanctified food. And I don't know if you have happened to hear, if you happen to hear about Gaurang Prabhu. Vatsal Prabhu, have you heard about Gaurang Prabhu? Have you heard the name? Or have you got a chance to see his videos anytime?
Yes, Prabhu, I have. Yes.
So Gaurang Prabhu, he is an IITian. He was in charge of the cooking. Okay, that was his seva. And he would wake up every day at 1:30 a.m. because by 6 a.m. the food for the entire crew of 12,000 devotees, that has to be ready. So his crew, Gaurang Prabhu's crew, will wake up at 1:30 a.m. and they would start the cooking. The cooking utensils were so huge that 5 or 6 of us can take bath in that. It is like a pool actually. And because these utensils were so huge, so they cannot be carried by any humanly person after the cooking has been done and after it is loaded with food, because we are talking about hundreds of kgs of food, like cooked items in one utensil. So these utensils were carried in there were special railway tracks that were made, and they were carried from the point where it is cooked to the point where it has to be taken for serving. The the they the cooking team understood, they took this as a service, because when we serve the devotees, this will please Lord Krishna in that mood when they're serving. So I had been there with my son. My daughter could not travel because she did not have the travel papers to travel, and she was staying here with my sister. So sorry, my son, he is very skeptical when it comes to spicy food. So first day when we went, we, we had some food and he felt a lot of spice there. So he said like next meal, he said like I am not having there. So very next day when went, we were not aware the day one. We saw that there was a non-spicy counter available. Now think about it, like okay, for 12,000 people, there are 6, 7 items that are being cooked, and to have another variety of that, like which is a non-spicy one, it's not so easy. Okay, you have to plan for all these things, see how much food is required. Then someone will say, no, no, I need spicy, I need non-spicy. All these different kind of things are there. And then whatever you are eating in, right? Okay, this has to be washed. So some of these are made of, uh, there are plates that are of course there, but there are some of these things which are made in eco-friendly items. If you have to, after you after you are done eating, when you go to wash your hands, at that time there were special uh, eco low water wastage, very simple projects that were done, which help to make sure that okay, so many people are 12,000 devotees are able to wash their hands. At the same time, it's not a tap where like so much water is dripping and so much water is wasted. Very, very, I mean, so many things that were so well thought through. I was just contemplating on this fact that okay, how much of a brain has gone behind this. And then on the very last day, I learned this when my spiritual master he said that do you know that how much planning goes into this? Actually, the planning for the next year's yatra had already started, and they wanted to talk to my spiritual master on the last day. Okay, we are planning for this. So my spiritual master said that okay, let this last day's program be over, and after that you can talk to me. So the planning team, they they actually start planning for this 1 year in advance. For the entire 1 year, they plan for this. They book the places where people are going to stay, where devotees are going to stay, and then like what kind of facilities would be there, and then where they will have the talks, so that there is room for so many people to sit. And during the daytime, when the groups are moving, they segregate the groups in such a way that okay, they divide it so that there are some buses who go to X place, some other buses which go to Y place, some other buses which go to Z place, so like that. And it was just, I mean, as I observed this, like, okay, with my very very tiny brain, I could see that okay, there is so much planning that has gone behind each and everything to keep so many devotees satisfied. There is so much immense planning, like very small thing, like okay, see, it may seem very small, but like okay, once everyone is done with their lunch, okay, once they have taken their prasad, there is arrangement for mouth freshener also. Mukwas, okay, so that like okay, devotees become very happy, okay, so that their stomach is always very satisfied, like okay, after they have had the food. So day two, like okay, when we went, Mohan was very happy with the food, like okay, we were having mukwas, and that mukwas also was made very specially with so much love, like okay, each and every item of food, it was not like khichdi rice, very easily made or something. Like the food was so opulent in nature, like okay, so many delicacies were there. It was unbelievable, like, okay, how they are cooking all these things. I mean, even for even if we have to invite 50 people and like cook like that, it takes a lot of work actually. And I was really contemplating as I was thinking that okay, how devotees are doing. I want to mention that okay, because of all of your association, I went there. So I offered prayers at every place, like okay, almost daily, like for all of you, and especially those who are hearing these sessions, like, okay, I could remember you, remember you, and then I offered prayers for you at when I took bath in Ganga. I took dips specially for all of you to make sure that okay, you get a lot of blessings, because just by your blessings I am over there, like, okay. So I remembered all of you over there. Uh, even though you are not able to visit, but may you get the benefit, like, okay, as I take bath in Ganga, like, okay, and Mother Ganga is very, very merciful. Then I want to narrate one something. There were so many things actually. So in the evening, when the when the hearing will start, like when we'll get to hear from my spiritual master, His Holiness Radhanath Swami. At that time, they arranged for the planning team. They arranged for is a special space called Kids Zone. So this had a lot of kids play area, because children, if there are small kids, right, they may not be interested in hearing, right? Like, okay, they will have to sit in for a long time, and they were very interesting. Many kids are interested also, but there are many kids who may not be interested. So they want to play, they want to have a fun time. So there was a miniature park created, okay, for with kids, with lot of rides, and with over 40, 50 games that they can play. And it was so amazing to see that there are many devotees who are themselves also very eager to hear from the spiritual master, but they sacrificed everything to serve the devotee kids, okay, so that they can engage them in this kind of activities, so that their parents, whoever the kids are, their parents can go and hear. So I was looking at the mood of these devotees. There were like every day morning, like about 500-600 devotees would go for cooking. So I saw that these 500-600 devotees, their main, like there was almost 20,000, 30,000 chapatis that were being made, this Indian bread. Okay, so, and they were manually making it. And their work was for cooking, vegetable cutting, and they would spend hours doing this, while others are taking while others are going on parikrama, or they are going on the spiritual tour. But these devotees, they also came from their places, but their mood was to serve. How can we serve so that the others can go and take? So this was very, very touching for me. I'll be very honestly, okay, this, it's such a special quality. It is sacrificing for the sake of others. It is not so easy. I mean, and with absolutely selfless interest, it is not so easy. It is so, so difficult. But yet, these devotees are so exemplary that, okay, I could see that, okay, their only intent was to serve. And amidst all these things, I will tell you, like, okay, one very special incident, like, okay, which touched my heart, which I mean, I cried actually when I saw this. So, so one day, the very last day, I took Mohan to the kids zone, and there was one very nice devotee whom I knew. He stays in India. He stays in Noida. So he had come with his family to for this yatra, and he has two kids. So one of his kids, like both of them are daughters, and one of his kids is like slightly elder to Mohan. So she is like a big sister for Mohan. She immediately assumed the role of big sister for Mohan. She was elderly to Mohan by 2, 3 years. So Mohan is now 10, she must be 12, 13, like that. So on the very last day, when we were about to come out of the kids zone, she called Mohan that, Mohan, did you take that ride? And Mohan said no. So she went there and she told, okay, please let Mohan sit. And by the time that park was closing, so this now these are people like who have been contracted for the rides. So they bring their rides, instruments, and they start the ride. So it's time for them to go home. They said, no, 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 we have to stop this. So this little child, like, okay, 12, 13 years old child, like she started crying that please let him sit. He has not had this ride. Please let him sit. And somehow this person said, no, 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 now everything now we have to leave. We also have to go home. So we have been doing this from quite a long time. And this child was intensely crying. So this person being compassionate on this little child, he said, look, if you want to have a ride, go to that other ride. That ride is still on. So this little girl, she holds Mohan's hand and says, Mohan, let's go to that ride. And so that ride, there is a long seat. So there were other kids also. So she already had a group of 4 5 members. So uh, she started putting everyone on the seat, and everyone sat down. She also sat down, and Mohan also sat, and then one child was left. So suddenly that ride was about to start, and they said, like, okay, so that one child cannot sit because there is no space. Now I want you to listen to this very carefully. So they told that one child cannot sit. Now this girl started saying, she was seated on that seat, like she was on the ride. You said, okay, why can't he say, why can't that child sit? Okay, we want that child. Can we not adjust this? That they said, no, 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 we cannot take more. You're already loaded with this. So then she got down and she said, why don't you sit? And are you all seated? And she asked this person, okay, was the ride manager, is it okay now? And he said, now it is okay. So then this little girl, she started telling within herself, okay, okay, let them enjoy. Okay, I can wait. I don't need to go and enjoy there. My enjoyment is by seeing them enjoy. I can enjoy if I see them enjoy. And she was just telling this not for us to listen, but she was telling this to explain to herself that okay, where her enjoyment lies. And as she was mentioning this, I was I was internally having a very deep feeling of pain on where I stand, and I was getting a feeling of joy on where she stands. I'll be very honest, I don't have this quality. I'm far from there. But as I was contemplating on this little girl, okay, she has such a higher quality. I was thinking that okay, this is the reason, like, okay, just if I remember this quality of this little girl, then my life is a success. Okay, because what an amazing quality. And and the parents of this girl, like, I have known them for years. They they are so simple. Um, they they are the parents, uh, the fathers, the grandmother of this little child also stays with her. So the mother and the mother of this girl and her grandmother, mother's which is the father's mother. So basically, 3 generations they stay together, and the mother and her in-law, they both make very wonderful dresses for the deities in US. They make very wonderful dresses for Shri Radha Gopijan Vallabh, who is the deity in the ISKCON Farmington Hills temple, one of the temples in Michigan. And she makes it from India, and she ships it from there. So imagine when we do some service, if we do something good for someone else, right? What is the first thing that we expect? That okay, they will appreciate, correct? We we cannot continue to do something where we are just doing and there is no feedback from the other side. but I was just contemplating on the fact that for years I have been going to this temple, but I hardly knew of anyone like, okay, who is sitting remotely and doing all these dresses as a wonderful service. So for years they have been doing this service, and their joy is in giving joy to Krishna. Their joy is not around who appreciates them and all that, because they want to stay anonymous. They want to do this service just to give joy to Krishna. And as I was thinking about this, I was internally contemplating what is the role of a devotee? What is the type of this devotee? A devotee means one who is devoted. And I could see that they are really devoted to whatever they are doing. And I was so much relishing the nature of the devotion of these devotees. I was feeling so fortunate to be among them, so that okay, even if I get a drop of this quality, okay, it is unthinkable, because to do something where we do not aspire for any appreciation is very, very difficult. But they are so fixed up. For years, they have been doing it. And they are the most blissful, actually. It's not that, okay, oh, they did not give me any feedback. I mean, what is it? What is this going on? It's not like that. They are totally in a amazing mode. And so it gave me a lot of joy, actually. And even now when I'm back, like, okay, I constantly try to think about these devotees, because what a higher quality they have got. How I was understanding from them, what is it, what is parenting, what is it to inculcate this type of qualities in our children, how much joy it must be giving to Krishna to see that the upbringing of these children is happening in such high quality. Because one can master maths and science, and like, one can be an engineer from IIT and MIT and Stanford and whatnot, but one can never get this kind of a quality unless he has the association of such high quality devotees. No matter, one may be, because I have seen people who are coming from very highly educated background, but when it comes to the heart of giving, there is a long way to go. There is a very long way to go. So it is not about the material education, it is about the spiritual education that really counts. And as I was, as I was contemplating on this, I was feeling overjoyed with the kind of association I was getting. Um, there are actually so many things that I wanted to share, but I know uh, it's almost more than an hour, and I want to stop here. We can continue with this, or we can continue with our Bhagavad Gita discussion as we move forward. And there are so many things, like as we move along, I will share, okay, many things that has been very, very hard transforming. Um, I I really yearn to be constantly in such association. I really yearn to be, to mentally live in that holy dham, so that like, okay, every moment is so blissful. There is, because when you are getting such higher taste, I mean, it is unthinkable. When you are hearing such nectarian topics, like, okay, from spiritual masters, from such highly exalted spiritual personalities, it is the greatest joy of our life. Um, okay, before I stop, I want to share one more thing that I gathered. Um, there are very nice. I would request you all that that we read Srila Prabhupada's books, and some of us may be very challenged. Like it may be difficult to read books, but if you like hearing, then this time I found that they have received one app. Okay, there is a group of devotees who created one app. The name of this app is Transcend, and there is a paid membership for this, but it is a one-time license fee. And if you buy that, then quite a number of these books are available in audio version. So they are recorded, very nicely recorded, and they are available. And then you can do bookmarks in them. You can put notes in this app, and you can write. So it's a very fantastic app. I am personally also considering to have that. Like I could not have it like when I was over there because it was very busy. And after coming back, I was just thinking that okay, I will personally also go. I took that, I saw the demo and everything looks most fantastic actually. So just if any of you are interested, you can take this. Once again, the name of this app is Transcend. And if I can, I will go ahead and share a demo video of this app. Um, it is it has many Srila Prabhupada's books available, and they are still adding further more. The license fee of this is, I believe, it's $99, like, okay, one-time fee, and then you get access to all of these. So consider, like, okay, if you are challenged with reading, then consider this option. Uh, Also, there is a very wonderful app. It is called Mayapur. So this is a app for the Holy Dham, and this has the various places within the Holy Dham, and it has the significance of each of this place. Although, like if one has not got the association of devotees, like okay, because it is very important that we get association of advanced devotees when we are in Dham. We plan for it in such a way that we have that we go in the association of these advanced devotees. Then what happens is our journey becomes so blissful. We get so much takeaway from this that it becomes an unlimited mine actually. And as the days pass, like, okay, it becomes like it surcharges our soul. And as the days pass, like we can slowly, like, okay, go to this pocket within the heart and bring that out memories and then relish through that. So with that being said, I will stop here. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Navadvip Mayapur Dham ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Um, if anyone has any questions or comments, then we can take it now, or else we can stop here. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I don't have any questions, but it's really enjoyed the class. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Vatsal Prabhu. Thank you so very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Kite Prabhu.
Yeah, thank you also. Thank you very much for sharing that amazing story. So
Thank you so much, Kite Prabhu. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll share more as we go along. I will share more so that okay, we can all relish these movements. We can all take this, and we all imbibe these qualities so that we become very exemplary devotees. If we strive to make Krishna happy, if our mood is that okay, how can we please Krishna? How can we please Srila Prabhupada? If we're always striving in that mood, then Guru and Krishna, they will empower us to such degrees that it is unthinkable. Because I could see devotees who are moving mountains there. And when I say mountains, it literally doesn't mean mountain, but they are doing such services which are unthinkable in my capacity because I am very, very insignificant. But when I was looking into these devotees, they are doing so much that my love, my respect, my faith in like what Srila Prabhupada has given us that grew exponentially. Um, not because Srila Prabhupada has said this, nothing is impossible. Impossible is a is not a word that exists in the dictionary. It exists in only in fool's dictionary. So if we want to serve, there is no end to it. There is no dearth if we are really in the mood of service. So I just hope that let us all inculcate this. And if you like this, then I beg you for one thing that please, I request your prayers so that I can personally be purified. I can become a pure devotee. And I am regularly praying for all of you so that we all can become a pure devotee. Let us all pray always intensely that we can become pure devotee so that we can become that instrument who is always pleasing to Guru and Krishna, who always is pleasing to Srila Prabhupada. Because it is not about the differences and conflicts, okay, that we have within us, which makes us great, but it is about how we cooperate within us. Srila Prabhupada said that, okay, you can show your love towards me by how you cooperate within yourselves. So let us all be such examples. And I beg for your prayers and your blessing so that I can also be an example like that. And let us all utilize our time very, very effectively, not waste them. And the same thing applies for me also as I say this. Okay, let us aspire, let us constantly strive to make the best use of our time in the best association. Hare Krishna. My sincere prayers for all of you at the lotus feet of the most merciful Shishi Gaur Nitai, who are Patita Pavan, the most merciful Shishi Radha Kunjaveri, and Adoshadashi Jagannath Baladev Subhadramai, in the lotus feet of Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Please take care. We'll see you next week. Thank you so much invaluably for your kind association. Hare Krishna.